Guys, welcome to the best betting show that ever was on the internet. I'm Natalie Van Rydstrom, and introducing my co-hosts here, Alex from Need for Tips, Martin Big Spike Green, and Crazy Stewart. Martin, oops, you did it again. What did you do? Never bet alone. What did you do, Martin? Or is that just song in your head? And why is it in your head?
We thought you were doing a bit of a Britney mic when you were trying to get your technological issue sorted out, and we were all singing "Oops, I Did It Again" before the show started.
So, everybody, I have to say, we are doing very well. Very well indeed. I can't believe it. Last week, we gave 31 picks, 19 wins, 9 losses, 13.5 units of profit. As a whole, categories, here we go. Now I'm going to find it again. I think we bring up the graphic on screen if possible. Best bet show, 5.1 units of profit. I am still holding up the rear, but I made 3 units. I was like minus 10. I'm now minus 7, so inching closer. But as you can see, Alex, Martin, and Stuart, lovely and clear there in profit. These guys, seasoned team bankrollers, part of the furniture now. And we've got a lot on our slate. We need to actually get going. I can't believe it. Even Stuart, you've got 10 bets this week. Why have you Martin's got 11, Alex has got 11, I've got 8. Why have you got so many have we just got some crazy value this week, Stuart?
Yeah, we've got some really interesting bets, actually. I was surprised to see as many as they are. We also have that rarest of rare things, as far as I'm concerned, a draw selection. Somewhere in here is a bet that's not a home win or an away win. So, this will be a fun one.
Somewhere there's not. Yes, yep, that would be a draw. All right. Well, listen, we must kick off. We have 40 bets to break down, and I'm glad we're going to start with Burnley versus Huddersfield. Oh, and before we kick off, straight after this show, Alex is coming on to give his 3-team and 5-team parlay bets. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be live and exclusive on Twitter. So at Natalie Rydstrom or at Need for Tips. And these guys here, give these guys a follow as well, at Tipster HQ and at Martin W. Green. Burnley versus Huddersfield. Now, I made a little guest appearance on the Low Bag show there, giving Burnley as my nap. I think it's absolutely incredible. 2.15. I don't know how you can beat that, to be honest with you. At home against an incredibly struggling Huddersfield. It's at Turf Moor. I'm going to kick off this week's slate with the Burnley win. Martin, Big Spike Green, are you on the Burnley win?
I certainly am on the Burnley win. I think that is a splendid price for Burnley. They finished 7th in the Premiership last season, and they've had a very strong home record at Turf Moor for the last couple of years. Their early season form this time around struggled because they were tired from a bit of a ill-fated Europa League campaign. But they're over that now. They're concentrating fully on the Premiership. They've won their last 2 games in style. They beat a good Bournemouth side here, 4-0 last time out. And last weekend, they went to Cardiff and got a win too. So they're full of confidence. They're playing against the Huddersfield team that's lost 3 on the bounce and looks all but certain to get relegated. I think that's an actually fantastic price that you can get there. And actually, it's just gone out again to 2.2. 2.2 on a home win for Burnley. I think I'm going to make that my banker of the week.
Yeah, me too, Martin, I have to say. Alex, you're on this one as well. You on the Burnley win?
Absolutely on the same page with you guys. But not my banker, but I love it. Burnley should get the job done here. No Europa League, no European campaigns, as Martin said. Also, I heard you guys on the Premier League Panthers saying the same thing about Burnley. Yeah, I think that Huddersfield, even though I have a bet with a big man that Huddersfield will not get relegated, maybe I will lose that one.
Yes.
But Burnley looking good at home against Huddersfield. That's 2.2.
Yeah, all right. Leicester versus Everton. Martin, take it away.
Leicester versus Everton, 2 teams that are very good going forwards, both slightly leaky in defence. I think we should be in for a good, entertaining game here. Jamie Vardy can really run at this struggling Everton back line, but the likes of Richarlison going forward should cause them plenty of problems too. I'm going for both teams to score. I got a bit of a better price earlier this week, but it's gone into 1.75 now. Still at 1.75. I will take that. Both teams to score.
Very nice indeed. Yeah, I was on that as well on the Premier League Punters show. I got 1.75 as well. Watford versus Bournemouth. Alex, you're on this one. Interesting. I had leans on this one. What are you going for?
Yeah, I went to Watford playing against Arsenal last week, and me and Martin and me and my godfather went to see the match. After that, for a lot of beers. I like this Watford side. I think that they created plenty of opportunities against Arsenal, but Arsenal at the end won 2-0. It was a shame that we didn't saw Watford to score also a goal in that match, because our profit will be a lot bigger if they did. I think that Watford Bournemouth has goals written all over it, and I'm going for the over 2.5 goals in the match at 1.8. Maybe Watford to win at home, but I think that over 2.5 makes better sense.
Yeah, I was leaning on Watford there. Interesting stuff. Big shout out to everybody joining us on chat right now. We've got Jimmy the Bag in the chat. Lovely stuff. Footy Picks 1, Ski Profit. Who else have we've got? Ergo Cotistic, Anthony L, Ole Miss, Daj R. Wonderful names here. That it's great seeing you. Any questions or bets that you want to run by us, please take it away. We got 40 to cover. Incredible stuff. Over 13 units of profit made last weekend. So let's keep the ball rolling. Next, we've got Fulham versus Arsenal. Martin, the Arsenal fan here. What are you going for?
We were talking about this earlier this week, weren't we, Natalie?
Yes,
I think
we were.
Arsenal can pick up the win here. They just beat Qarabag to make it 8 victories in a row. Alex and I watched them get the job done against Watford last weekend. That's 2 clean sheets in a row, which is very surprising for Arsenal, but delighted to see it. Fulham are the sort of team that don't really park the bus. They like to come out and play football, so I think that should play into Arsenal's hands going forward, and we should be in for an entertaining game. I was looking at Arsenal and the over 1.5 goals for a bit more value. You can get 1.83 on that. I'm tempted just to go for a straight Arsenal win at 1.7. I think that looks like a decent price and good for any accumulators or parlays that you're considering, because Arsenal are in good form at the moment.
Yeah. So which one are you taking, Arsenal or Arsenal and over the 1.5? Or both?
Both. Oh, no, do you know what? I'll go for Arsenal in the over 1.5 at 1.83.
Yeah.
You very rarely see an Arsenal game with under 1.5 goals. Don't think it's happened yet this season. So,
Absolutely.
Yeah, nice little extra bit of value there.
Yeah, absolutely. And when I was doing my notes, we did speak. When I was doing my notes, Sarah said that. So I messaged Martin. I was like, Arsenal in the over 1.5 or Arsenal in the under 4.5. And Martin said Arsenal in the over 1.5. So that was my selection for Premier League punters, and it is for the best bet show as well. 1.83 Arsenal and the over 1.5 goals. Agree with everything Martin said there. Southampton versus Chelsea, Martin and myself. I have to say, so I'll kick off on this one. I'm liking the Chelsea play away. I'm not going to combine it with everything. I was also looking at Chelsea to win to nil, 2.81, Chelsea -1, 2.09, and Chelsea. Oh, actually, no, I'm going to no. I know Chelsea under 4.5 goals. Sorry, 1.95. What are you going for, Martin?
Southampton versus Chelsea.
Yeah,
I'm going for Chelsea in under 4.5 goals. Is that the same as you? Yeah, I think that looks a nice way of getting a bit more value on that one as well. I've got this. It was always the Martin Classic, wasn't it? Arsenal under 4.5 goals. I'm going for it a few times this week. Southampton aren't too gung-ho aside. They like to keep things quite solid at the back. But I think Chelsea should just about have enough to break them down. Very impressed with Chelsea so far this season, particularly Eden Hazard. So I think they'll be able to go there and get a win. 1.95 looks a good price.
Yeah, just 1 win in 5 have the Saints. Back-to-back losses headed into this match. They've not scored in both of those losses. Not sure whether Saints can contribute on the scoreboard as well. That's why I pushed it to Chelsea in the under 4.5. I tell you though, Flash is giving your Martin Classic a run. I think he's trying to take that as his own. It's funny because when I first introduced him to it last season, he was like, "You what? Under 4.5?" Anyway, he uses it like all the time now. So he's yeah. You might need to use it some more in this show so you can reclaim it as yours.
So you can always teach an old dog new tricks then.
Exactly. He's still on the European handicap though. Hasn't quite switched to the Asian yet, but yeah, he's still on the Europe.
We'll get him there soon.
One season at a time, yeah. All right. There is 4 of us, obviously, on this show, but just one brave man on Liverpool versus Manchester City, and that would be Martin.
Ooh, I'm surprised about that.
Ooh, I don't know. Go on.
I was looking at a Liverpool win before their slight downturn in form.
Yeah.
Obviously, they've already beaten Man City 3 times in this calendar year. But I'm going to shy away from the outrights and go for the Alex Classic. Both teams to score and over 2.5 goals. That's come in every time they've played so far in 2018. We've had 4 3s and 3 2s and stuff. So I think we should be in for a great, open, entertaining game here. And I can get 1.87 on the Alex Classic, which I think is a great price.
Yeah. And Alex, the Classic didn't attempt you on this match?
It did, absolutely did. I was looking at something else. I don't know. I have a feeling that Manchester City will win this one. Liverpool it was an absolute disgrace against Napoli in Champions League. I think that they have some problems right now. Naby Keita is okay. They say that he's okay, but he might not make it to the starting 11. I don't know. Manchester City seem better in terms of shape in the last 2-3 weeks than Liverpool. Liverpool, obviously, with their first loss against Chelsea, doubled with the loss against Napoli, tripled by the Premier League lucky draw against Chelsea again last weekend. I don't know. I think that Manchester City have a chance to win this match, and I will not give it as my official tip, but I have a lean Manchester City and draw no bet at even money right now.
Okay, interesting stuff. I think the draw was favoured on Premier League punters there. All right, moving over to Ligue 1 now, and Stewart is the only one. You got 3 bets on Ligue 1, so
yeah,
take it away.
All right, so the 3 bets I've got in the right place. We're going to start with Amiens against. Actually, we're going to save that one to the end. We're going to skip over that. We'll come back to it. Guingamp against Montpellier is the first one I'm going to be looking at, and I'm going for a Montpellier win here. I work with a Guingamp fan. He is really quite depressed about the way their season's going. They're really very poor. They look like they're going down, and he said if they lose this weekend, he might just hang himself. Like, yep, I wouldn't do that because you're probably going to lose. Because my system's got this one down as a Montpellier win at 2.91 with Pinnacle. Now we're on to a game which kind of worries me. I'm a little bit heartened by the fact that Stade Rennais were playing tonight and they lost. But they're up again this weekend against AS Monaco. Now, Monaco have let me down on at least 3 occasions this season. And actually, I think it's at least 2. 2 occasions. This one, I'm hoping is not the hat-trick because I'm on them at 2.22. So Monaco win. I'm hoping they finally
still on Monaco. Still on Monaco.
I know,
Stewart
right?
after
Yeah, and I would say if they do
them
jump off that
lately,
train,
wow.
jump off that train whilst you still can.
No, I've got to follow the value. I've got to do it. It's the way I work. Yeah. So let's hope that Rennes trip away and their loss has left them even more disheartened. I've been talking to some fans this week, and they've been saying that Rennes is such a badly balanced side. They've got a really great attacking lineup. Their midfield is really weak. So hopefully Monaco can take advantage of that. And on to the one that's really caught my eye. Go on. Yeah.
Sorry, also they rested, or they were injured, or they rested them 3 of their key players against Fece Astana earlier today. Maybe because of the weekend match, I don't know, but they didn't even were on the bench.
Yeah, it was a bit of a surprise. But moving on to the one bet that's really caught my eye this week. I do not get many draw bets in the season. I think there's probably less than 5 in the season. And one's actually popped out on this one. So Amiens against Dijon FC is coming out as a draw, 3.36 with Pinnacle, which surprises me. To be honest, neither of these sides are particularly great. They're fairly close to each other in the table, so you can kind of see it. But we'll see how this one goes.
Yeah. And just for new viewers, Stewart uses a system that he's created, and it runs through a process of several systems, right? And then you look at value, and then you make your final selection from that. He's been in profit every single season that he's been with us, so it's a good system. So yeah, that's Stewart's way of betting. All right, does that wrap up Ligue 1?
That is it for Liga on Itemine.
All right. Next, we now move over to Bundesliga, Werder Bremen versus Wolfsburg. And again, Stuart, what do you got for us?
Yeah, this is another one of those crazies. I'm on Wolfsburg for this one. The odds on this are really nice, 3.77 with Pinnacle. This is part of my double. I like this one quite a lot.
Really? Wow. All right. Borussia Dortmund versus Augsburg. Martin and myself are on this one. I can again start off on this one. What do I got? Yeah, well, Dortmund and the over 1. I'm looking at over 1.5 goals or over 2.5 goals. Where are my notes? Here they are. Over 1.5 goals is 1.67, or over 2.5 goals at 2.04. Dortmund, top of the group here. You know, they won't want to let this one go. Strong at home. They're scoring. Just 3 conceded. I definitely think this is a Dortmund win. It's whether I push it or do I play safe because I want to recoup some loss. Martin, what are you going for?
I'm going to give Dortmund a -1 Asian handicap and take odds of 1.73. I think they are looking very impressive this season. They shot to the top of the Bundesliga.
Yeah.
And I just think they've got such a magnificent midfield, really firing on all cylinders at present. 5 great players. Christian Pulisic looking really good, along with Axel Witsel anchoring things really well. I think they're going to be in for a really good season, Dortmund. Can't wait to see more of them. So, yeah, I think they should be able to cover that handicap against Augsburg, but at the very least, they'll win by a goal.
Yeah. All right, Dortmund in the over 1.5 goals, going to tread carefully, 1.67. And I think we're on a game. Somebody just asked as well, and were we on this one? No, maybe not. Yes, Alex is on this one. And I'm on this one too. Somebody was asking Mainz versus Hertha. I've just skipped one. I'll go back to it. But Anthony L says, why is Hertha not a favourite against Mainz? Alex, you're on this bet. What are you going for? And can you answer that question for Anthony L?
I don't know why they are not favorites, because for me they are the favorites. I was reading in the morning Stewart's article on Bundesliga. For him is the other way around. I'm going Hertha with the draw no bet at 2.03. I don't think that Hertha will lose this match. They are playing incredible at the moment. Mainz, yes, a decent side. Second worst attacking team in the league right now, with just 4 goals scored. They are tough when they're playing at home. They are tough to beat when they're playing at home. But Hertha right now, they are full of confidence coming after that huge surprise last weekend, 2-0 win against Bayern Munich. So this is why I'm giving also a draw no bet for Hertha Berlin at 2.03. I don't think that they will lose this match away at Mainz.
Yeah. Okay. And then you and me are on Fortuna Düsseldorf versus Schalke. Alex, what do you got?
I think that Schalke bounced back very nice after that poor start of the season with 5 lost matches in a row. Incredible how they did that with what they did, given the fact that they still have some quality players despite losing some in the summer transfer window. They have the experience. Düsseldorf, newly promoted sides. Lokomotiv 1-0 against Schalke 1-0 against Lokomotiv Moscow in a Champions League. I think that they should make it 3 in a row. They are staying very good in their defense. On the other side, Düsseldorf are struggling to find the back of the net. And Schalke at 2.1, I think that there is value on that.
Yeah, 2.17 I found. I'm a tiny nervous on this one, just because of obviously the recent form. I'm just wondering whether is this the Burnley of Bundesliga, not doing very well this season, and this really they should be filled of confidence from their Champions League match. They should be entering this knowing that they must get the win as well. I think down in 18th or something crazy, and against newcomer Fortuna Düsseldorf, they will fancy the win and they'll be playing for the win. Interesting. I'm just going to read the comments. They're kind of funny. Anthony L. At those odds, I'm tempted to sell a kidney for money to fade mines. Just remember, bankroll management. Can you afford to lose a kidney?
Also, Stewart.
Practice responsible
If you can
gambling.
afford to lose your kidney, go for it. My guess is keep
Also,
it.
Stewart has a bet for that Mainz game.
Pardon?
Yeah, I've got a bet for that one.
Did Stuart have one? Sorry, did I skip Stuart?
Yeah.
Stuart.
Yeah, well,
Hold on to your-
hopefully there are no kidneys being sold off for this, because I'm on Mainz. They've actually got a really good head-to-head record against Hertha, which is probably why they're favourite. Hertha have only won 25% of recent games. We're coming against each other in the league, so it's a bit of a risk if you're going to go for Hertha. It's a bit of risk whatever you do. Hey, this is betting. Betting is risk, but we like to manage that risk.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we make our money.
Yeah. And manage your bankroll. Bet with what you can afford to lose. Let's keep the kidney.
Don't lose a kidney.
Let's keep the kidney. All right. Okay. So yeah, both on the Schalke win here. Stuart's given his going for Mainz, with Alex going for Hertha there. We did get a question: Bayern Munich versus Mönchengladbach. I think we can all agree that with Bayern Munich and their current form, they've definitely lost me money the past 2 weeks. So I am staying away from Bayern Munich. Is that? I'm guessing. Is that why you guys are staying away from the Bayern Munich game? Was it just no value?
No
This
value,
one
yeah.
didn't come up in my. This didn't come up in my list of primary bets. But if I was going for secondary bets, then actually I'd be going for draw on this one. The odds are 4.25, 4.75,
Yeah.
something like that. And that's where the value is right now. There is no value in going for either a home win or an away win. But these are long odds bets. Having said that, it did get the Bayern Munich loss right last week, which would have made some very good money.
Yeah.
You need to
Kidney
give them
on
like a
Mönchengladbach
-2
says-
handicap, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Give it
Freiburg
the
versus
form,
Bayer Leverkusen, Stu.
Yeah, this is another one of those crazies, isn't it? I'm on the home team on this one. Freiburg at 3.5 with Bet365. It comes down to stats. It comes down to the odds available. If it was my personal choice, I'd be avoiding this one, but I don't get a personal choice anymore. My system tells me what to do. I have no personal.
He's going with his system. Listen, you built the system. You have to trust in your system, and your system hasn't let you down. So
It's
Go
made
with-
a lot
go
more
with
money
the
for me over
system.
the last couple of seasons.
yeah.
So yeah.
Are we gonna?
All right. Well, I'll tell
are
you.
we gonna get to? Can I ask a question? Are we gonna get to a situation soon where Stuart's system becomes so intelligent that it kills him and replaces him? We don't even have Stuart show
We don't need
anymore.
to. Just
It's like-
Stuart's system
it's
will
like
be
the start
sitting
of
there.
Terminator.
With animatronic
Yeah.
me. Yeah.
like Arnold Schwarzenegger in Terminator, and he just.
The system will take over. Well, listen, I tell you what, a team that has been making us money, unlike Bayern Munich, Juventus, they are away at Udinese. Myself, Martin, and Alex are on this one. Alex, we haven't heard from you for a little bit. What are you going for? Start us off.
Yeah, I was entertaining the chat. I was looking at the Europa League results. They are doing great. We are doing great. Big Man and I previewed the Europa League, and we are killing it so far.
Sweet.
People are winning a lot of money, and they are thanking us on Twitter. We thank them also for following us and to be part of our Team Bankroll community. Juventus, I think that they are the only team in the top 5 leagues with just wins this season across all competitions, Champions League, Serie A. They have 21 points after 7 matches, 16 goals. I think that you should easily go with Juventus in this match because Udinese I don't know. They're coming after 2 lost matches, Lazio and Bologna. I know that there is a huge problem with Ronaldo right now with that rape thing. I don't want to enter in a discussion about this. I'm sure that Juventus have an amazing squad even without Ronaldo, and they showed that also in Champions League against Valencia two rounds ago. What to say? I think also now that they won with the young boys, if I remember, no, with whom they won Juventus in Champions League. Let me have a look here.
Young boys, 3-0.
Yeah.
Yeah, young boys, 3-0. Yeah, exactly, young boys. So, because Ronaldo was not a part of the team, red carded in the previous match against Valencia. Juventus minus 1.5 on the Asian handicap for me at 2.14 with 10 bet.
All right, perfect stuff. Ryan Hong says Stewart's system is in him chugging a pint and then going with his gut.
There's a lot of guts
There's
to
a
go
bit
with.
more to Stewart's system than that. It involves 2 beers and then going with what he feels. No, Stuart Scott, it's interesting. We've had a few shows, actually. Maybe one time we'll get him on to explain a little bit more exactly about how his system works. But it's a very good system. Tried and tested over time. And I just also want to say, actually, whilst, because I went on the Low Bag show early this morning, and I couldn't remember what profit we were in. I thought we were like 23, 28. We're 38.3 across all shows, and one of the shows, or one of the records, is based on Alex gives tips on his Twitter, and people have asked him to also to track that to make sure he's not just giving a ton of bad tips. And so Alex is in profit in that as well. So we'll go into more into that during the ACCA show. But do follow him on Twitter at Need for Tips. 3 tips there from Alex. Okay, so Juventus at Udinese. What are you going for, Martin?
I was just going to go with Juventus and the under 4.5 goals at 1.67. Not great value there, but yeah, it looked like a good bet to me. But I'm sort of tempted now to do half-time, full-time at 2.1. I'd suggest that if you want a bit more value. Come back to me.
All right. I'm doing, maybe this can be the Natalie Classic for this show, Juventus and the over 1.5 goals at 1.62. I think they can comfortably score those 2 by themselves. I wanted to look for like a Juventus team total over 1.5 goals, a bet that I took with Barcelona playing Tottenham, and that cashed in pretty soon, 1.7 there. Loved that one. But yeah, Juventus in the over 1.5 goals, 1.62. It's low, but I feel confident, and I am slowly building up my bankroll with the best bets show because I'm letting the side down. So Juventus in the over 1.5 goals. All right, Genoa versus Parma. Alex and myself were on this one. We were on Genoa draw no bet. They drew last week, so that was a push. What are you on here, Alex?
Genoa won last week. Girona drew last week. And it was a push in La Liga. Genoa, very good right now. Very good right now, and I'm staying on Genoa's train till time will tell. But I think that time will not tell right now because Genoa against Parma, they should really win this match. They are in an amazing form, playing at home. 3 wins in a row, 5-1, 5 goals scored, just 1 conceded in their 3 matches at home this season. I think that they have a really decent squad, and Parma don't travel good. So Genoa at 1.85 has great value.
Yeah, with you on this one. 1.83 undefeated at home. Just 1 goal conceded. Tough home team there. 1.83, taking that one straight to the bank as well. All right, next we've got AC Milan versus Chievo Verona. Alex.
AC Milan, yeah. AC Milan are doing pretty good right now. They also managed to overcome the 1-0 deficit against Olympiacos earlier in Europa League, winning 3-1 at home. I think that they really need to shine in this match against a poor Chievo who is struggling in Serie A right now. I think that they even might fight to avoid relegation at the end of the season. I'm taking Milan minus 1.5 again on the Asian handicap at 1.92. I think that they will try to enter the international break full of confidence and be more relaxed, climb in the standings, show their real force because they have a great attacking firepower, a great squad. So they should easily win and cover the minus 1.5 against Kiev at 1.92.
Yeah. And actually talking about the that international break, next week is international break, but Team Bankroll does not stop. Nations League, and we made some good money on the Nations League here. There was a lot of talk about whether on the sort of the football front, whether we thought it was a good thing because of injuries and affecting leagues and the players having to play more games, etc. But as far as a bank account reason goes, I'm all for it. So Nations League next week.
You just tell me one competition that we are not making money, and I will say, yeah, we're not making money in that competition.
Well, there isn't. We're doing really well.
Oh, okay.
So we're singing,
Okay.
and I'm singing when we're winning because I cry when I'm losing. So we're going to sing this week. We're singing. Okay. Moving on. Right, we're on Lazio. No, we're on Atalanta versus Sampdoria. Stuart.
Yeah, I think
know.
people look at the odds on this one.
Yeah.
They know which way I'm going. I said earlier on in the chat there are 5 crazies this week and one utterly insane selection. This is the utterly insane selection. Sampdoria 6.25 with BetVictor. If you look at the two sides, they're actually in slightly better form. They've got a good head-to-head record. Yeah, okay, let's do it. 6.25. Utterly insane, but hey, why not?
All right. Okay. All right, going for that crazy there. I've lost myself again. Here I am.
Napoli
Lazio versus
Sassuolo.
Fiorentina. Martin.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. I think I think this should be a good game between two teams that are in fine goal-scoring form. Fiorentina have banged in 14 goals in just 7 games so far this season, up to 3rd in the table, which is very impressive. They haven't been quite so good on the road, but they did score in their last 2 away games. That was at Inter Milan and Sampdoria, 2 good teams. Whereas Lazio have been scoring in pretty much every game. They've got 6 goals in 3 home games. Very dangerous in front of goal. So I'm going to go for both teams to score, 1.74.
Yeah, I was looking at that one. I didn't pull the trigger on it, but yeah, good one. Stuart.
Yeah, I'm on Lazio on this one. I think they've got a fairly good chance. This is probably it is definitely the most sensible bet I'm going for this evening. 1.83 would be.
Right, going for the away win. All right, Napoli versus Sassuolo. Alex.
Both teams to score at 1.7. Sassuolo are always a good team when they're playing against big names. Napoli are a big name in Serie A. They are also a big name in the Champions League after winning against Liverpool. They have an experienced manager, Carlo Ancelotti. But Sassuolo, I love them, and I love them also last season. They made me a lot of money, and I think that they will contribute on the scoreboard, even though they're playing away at Napoli, who is coming after a Champions League difficult match against Liverpool.
Yeah. All right, Spal versus Inter Milano. What are you going for, Alex?
Banker, Inter Milan at 1.7. I love Inter right now. Inter are on fire. They are scoring goals for fun. They are defending good. They have a really rock solid defense. Spal, 3 wins in a row. They will extend this superb losing run and with another defeat against Inter at 1.7 banker of the week for me.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matches left. And I said if we've got time, we'll go through each of our bets. There's someone who's asking to write them down. That might take us a while. So Athletic Bilbao versus Real Sociedad. Stuart, take it away.
Athletic Bilbao, Real Sociedad. I am on. Let me have a quick look. I'm on Real Sociedad. 3.75 with betting.
All right, going for another away win there. Often where the value lies. Stuart's found it there. Atletico Madrid versus Real Betis. Alex, Martin, and myself are on this one. Alex, take it away.
Atletico Madrid and over 1.5 goals at 1.95 is my bet. I like Atletico, and I think that we'll see at least 2 goals in the match. And I think that they have. I'm going for the over 1.5 because I don't know if Betis will score or not. Atletico might score 2 on their own. They have this capability. But they might also keep a clean sheet in this one. So Atletico and over 1.5 goals at 1.95.
1.95, yeah, very nice indeed. That's mine as well. The new Natalie Classic just for this show. I don't know, for some reason I'm liking a team, and I like it when I'm not sure that the other team is going to score, and I'm confident that that team can score those 2 goals by themselves, and that's why I pull it out there, the 1.95. Very nice indeed. Let's go in the over 1.5 goals. Martin, you want to go for the under 4.5?
Atletico and under 4.5 goals. Yeah, not as good odds, 1.67. But I'm just playing it a little bit more cautiously, I think. You never know. Atletico do win 1-0 quite a lot. They're not the sort of team that push a lot of bodies forward when they do get in front. But having said that, they have been in fine goal scoring form of late. So, yeah, I'm just going with under 4.5.
Yeah. Bet Stuart's tutting his head underneath. He's like, look at those odds, boys. Look at those odds. What are these odds you bring to the table?
I was just thinking how it is. I was thinking that, you know, these two guys, they do a really good job of picking out low odds winners. And it's very, very hard to do. They consistently pick out bets where, you know, they're picking on the favourites. And a lot of people cannot do that. They'll go for the favourites because they think it's the way to win. But that's why the bookies make their money, because they get people on the favourites. If you can consistently pick out the right team and do what these guys are doing, that's how you make money. So that's why these two guys have done so well over the last.
Yeah, that is where the bookies make their money, but they don't make it from team bankroll. Bookies, you watch out. All right. Sevilla versus Celta Vigo. Myself, Martin, and Alex are on this one. Have to say that home win looks mighty tempting. Martin, what are you on?
I'm really going to go against the grain on this one. I reckon you're both going to go for Sevilla wins. They are the form team in the league right now. Battered Real Madrid. I think they're in great form, aren't they? I just wonder if they're going to be a little bit tired. They've been to Krasnodar today. They haven't quite played a full team, but they're in Russia, and they've got Ever Banega out. They've got Nolito playing, so they might be a little bit tired. And Celta Vigo are a very, very stubborn team. Drawn their last 3 games in a row. They're a coupon buster. They're a very difficult team to play against. The last time they met Sevilla, they beat them 4-0. They played their last 2 away games against Sevilla. They lost by 1 goal. So I think this one will be quite tight. I can see Sevilla nicking a win, but I don't think they're going to have a massive victory. So I'm going for Celta Vigo plus 1.25 Asian handicap at 1.75.
Nice. I like it. And I agree with you there, that coupon buster. They can be a coupon buster. Alex, what are you going for?
I'm going for the only Alex Classic of the day. I think that these two sides are playing amazing. They are offensive sides. They have a huge attacking firepower. As Martin said, Celta Vigo are dangerous. They have Iago Aspas in great shape. Sevilla are on a great run of form right now. Maybe resting some key players for this Europa League against Krasnodar, but still, I think that we will see plenty of goals. Following the trend, I think that in the last 1, 2, 3, 4 from 5, we've seen both teams scoring, and in the last 5 matches, we've seen the over 2.5 goals. So Alex Classic here, both teams to score and the over 2.5 goals at 1.91.
Ooh, you got 1.91, you cheeky bugger. I've got 1.81. Damn, 1.81. Both teams to score in the over 2.5 goals. Just both teams to score is 1.6. Could be good for a little coupon filler. Yeah, nice. Alex Classic for this one. Both teams scoring the over 2.5 goals. Valencia versus Barcelona. Martin.
Straight Barcelona win for me, 1.74. Don't think you need to mess around with any handicaps or anything like that. I think that's a good price on the away win. I mean, they were pretty phenomenal. I watched them last night, Barcelona, against a very, very good Tottenham team. They really just played so well in midfield. Messi was on fire. If they play anywhere like that against Valencia, they'll go and get a result. So, yeah, I think Barcelona just to win.
Yeah. Stewart a little quiet over in the corner there. 2 losses in a row of Spurs, but Espanyol versus her.
I was looking at the scores today, and I see that Arsenal have won against the Barcelona from Baku. So we lost against the actual Barcelona from Spain.
True.
But yeah, Barcelona was fantastic last night.
If Arsenal were playing Barcelona last night, they'd have lost about 8-0, I think. Yeah, we know our level right now. We're in Baku, but 8 wins in a row.
I know. Not a bad time to be an Arsenal fan, I have to say. Not too bad. Finally, final match on the slate: Espanyol versus Villarreal. Stewart, take it away. Last but never least.
Last one and last crazy of the evening. I'm going for a Villarreal win, 3.54 with Pinnacle.
Going for the away win. All right, we do have time. Very quickly, run through all of your bets. Guys, pen and paper ready. Martin, what have you got?
Okay. Burnley v Huddersfield. Burnley to win, 2.2. Both teams to score in Everton versus Leicester at 1.75. Arsenal in the over 1.5 goals at 1.83 against Fulham. Chelsea in the under 4.5 goals at odds of 1.95 against Southampton. Liverpool versus Manchester City, both teams to score and over 2.5 goals at 1.87. Borussia Dortmund -1 Asian handicap against Augsburg at 1.74. Juventus in the under 4.5 goals against Udinese at 1.67. Suggest maybe Juventus half-time, full-time at 2.1 if you want more value there. Lazio v Fiorentina, both teams to score at 1.74. Atletico Madrid and the under 4.5 goals at 1.67 against Real Betis. Celta Vigo plus 1.25 Asian handicap at 1.74 against Sevilla. And Barcelona straight win against Valencia, 1.74.
Sweet. Alex, your turn. What have you got?
Burnley to win against Huddersfield, 2.2. Watford Bournemouth over 2.5 goals at 1.8. Schalke to win away at Düsseldorf, 2.17. Hertha Berlin with draw no bet against Mainz, 2.03. Juventus -1.5 on the Asian handicap, 2.14. Genoa to win at home against Parma at 1.85. AC Milan -1.5 on the Asian handicap, 1.92. Napoli versus Sassuolo, both teams to score at 1.7. Inter banker at 1.7 against Spal. Atletico Madrid and over 1.5 goals at 1.95. Sevilla Celta Vigo, Alex Classic at 1.95. With my double being Milan and Juventus both to win at 1.8 together.
So Martin, did you give your banker and double?
My banker is Burnley to beat Huddersfield at 2.2.
Yeah.
Not really sure about double, not really into them too much, but I've pushed. I will go with Borussia Dortmund and Juventus.
All right. Yeah. Stewart, what have you got?
Yeah, here we go. Right, Amiens against Dijon, we got a draw, odds of 3.36 Pinnacle. Guingamp against Montpellier, a Montpellier win, 2.91 with Pinnacle again. Monaco to beat Stade Rennais playing at home at 2.22 with Pinnacle. First of my double is Wolfsburg to win against Werder Bremen, that's Wolfsburg away. Mainz to win at home against Hertha Berlin, 2.75 with Pinnacle. Freiburg to win at home against Bayer Leverkusen, 3.5 with Bet365. We'll come back to the next one. Lazio to win in Lazio versus Fiorentina at 1.83. Real Sociedad to win away from home against Athletic Bilbao, 3.75 with Bet Victor. The other half of my double, Villarreal to win against Espanyol. And my big bet of the week, my banker, Sampdoria to win away against Atalanta, 6.25 with Bet.
I love that bet. I love that bet.
Wow.
I think it's going to come in. I've got a good feeling about that.
I have got
Me too.
Burnley banker. I have to do it. Love that bet. Also banker on the best bet Premier League punters as well. Arsenal and the over 1.5 goals at where was that one? Arsenal the over 1.5 goals. What were the odds for that one? 1.8. Chelsea and the under 4.5 goals at 1.95. And then I'm down. Borussia Dortmund and the over 1.5 goals at, sorry guys, I'm not overly like, at 1.67. Schalke to win away at 2.17. Juventus and the over 1.5 goals at 1.62. Straight Genoa win, 1.83. 1.85. Atletico Madrid and the over 1.5 goals at 1.95. Both teams to score and the over 2.5 goals. Sevilla versus Celta Vigo at 1.81. Banker obviously being Burnley, and I'm going to parlay Dortmund and Juventus together to make my two-team parlay. Thank you, everybody, for watching. As always, we will put all of these bets into My Bet Diary. If you guys want to use it, it's a free service, mybetdiary.com. That's where we log all our bets and then post a record next week. So keeping track of everything. So anyway, best of luck. What a weekend we have in store. Martin Green, Stuart from Tipster HQ, Alex from Need for Tips, making together Team Bankroll. Best of luck, everybody. I'll see you next week.
Thanks, guys.